Hello and welcome to ABC Nation News, your trusted source for the latest news across the USA. Here are the top 12 breaking stories you need to know. Let's dive right in. Melania Trump demands retraction from Hunter Biden claims.
In a stunning legal move, Melania Trump has demanded a formal retraction and over $1 billion in damages from Hunter Biden after accusations linking her to Jeffrey Epstein. The cease and desist letter brands the claims as false, defamatory, and lewd. As this escalating feud plays out, all eyes are now on the legal fallout ahead.
Texas lawmakers flee to block redistricting.
In a dramatic escalation in Texas politics, Representative James Tallarico and fellow Democrats have fled to Illinois to block a redistricting plan, prompting threats from Governor Abbott, including fines and arrest warrants. Meanwhile, the former president hinted at FBI involvement. From undisclosed locations, Tallarico continues constituent services amid mounting tension.
Trump warns Russia ahead of summit on Ukraine.
President Trump issued a stark warning to Russia, promising very severe consequences if Moscow doesn't cease its aggression in Ukraine, just days before a high-stakes summit with Vladimir Putin. Trump's conversations with Zelensky and European allies have hinted at a possible three-way meeting. Diplomatic watchers are bracing for what could be a pivotal moment.
Mexico extradites 26 cartel leaders to U.S.
In a sweeping security collaboration, Mexico extradited 20 top cartel leaders, including Abigail Gonzalez Valencia, to U.S. authorities, with guarantees of no death penalty. Meanwhile, President Trump has deployed 800 National Guard troops to Washington, D.C., igniting conflict over federal control versus local authority, even as crime statistics show declines.
Google teases upcoming Pixel 10 Pro Fold ahead of August 20th launch.
Google has unveiled an official teaser for the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, set for launch on August 20th alongside its new Pixel lineup. The foldable boasts premium design, IP68 water dust resistance, a larger, brighter cover screen, 120Hz foldable display, and the powerful Tensor G5 chipset, key hardware and AI upgrades in one.
Intel CEO meets Trump amid semiconductor security scrutiny.
Intel CEO Lip Bhutan is set to meet with President Trump at the White House, responding to calls for his resignation over past affiliations with Chinese companies. The meeting will address national security concerns and reaffirm Intel's commitment to U.S. semiconductor leadership amid rising U.S. and China tensions in chip manufacturing.
U.S. markets dip after hot inflation data.
U.S. markets pulled back from record highs as July's wholesale inflation came in hotter than expected. The Standard & Poor's 500 and NASDAQ dipped, while the Dow fell 104 points. The surge in producer prices has investors concerned that the Federal Reserve may delay its next rate cut.
Nvidia and China deal exposes corporate government ties.
The Washington Post reports on a controversial deal. Nvidia regained permission to export chips to China in return for government-backed revenue sharing. Observers warn these highlights growing corporate reliance on political deals and raises fears of an uneven playing field where industry giants benefit from insider influence.
Summer COVID surge driven by new variant Nimbus.
The U.S. is facing a summer COVID-19 resurgence, with cases rising in 45 states driven by the highly transmissible Nimbus variant, accounting for 43% of infections. While hospitalizations remain low, health officials urge updated boosters, masking, and vigilance as this wave spreads across the South, West, and Mid-Atlantic.
Missouri reports rare brain-eating amoeba case.
A rare but deadly brain-eating amoeba has hospitalized a Missouri resident, suspected after water skiing at the Lake of the Ozarks. Though extremely uncommon, the infection is often fatal, prompting urgent public health alerts about water safety and prevention methods in recreational areas.
Michael Phelps demands overhaul of USA swimming leadership.
Olympic legend Michael Phelps is calling out USA swimming leadership as weak and misdirected, urging a full systemic overhaul. Citing poor athlete support and declining results since Paris 2024, he's seeking an independent review. Phelps emphasized his concern goes beyond medals. He's even reluctant to let his own sons compete under the current regime.
UFC ends pay-per-view model with $7.7 billion Paramount broadcast deal.
The UFC has inked a $7.7 billion 7-year broadcast deal with Paramount CBS, starting in 2026. The pact shifts all 43 annual events, including numbered cards and fight nights, onto Paramount Plus, ending the traditional pay-per-view model. Fans win cheaper access, while industry watchers debate the future of fighter compensation and revenue models.
That's it for today's top 12 breaking news stories. If you found this update helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out. Thanks for watching ABC Nation News.